People of faith joined together in downtown Buffalo to demand an extension of the millionaire's tax. Voice Buffalo held their annual meeting this afternoon, and News 4's Rachel Kingston was there. She joins us now with the very latest. Good evening, Rachel.
Good evening, Nalina. The members of the community who were here for the meeting just a little while ago at the Westminster Presbyterian Church were demanding more than just the extension of the so-called millionaire's tax. They came here with specific proposals for how to improve quality of life issues in the city of Buffalo. Members of more than 24 different religious and faith-based communities from around Buffalo and Western New York, along with representatives of groups including Voice Buffalo, Push Buffalo, the Clean Air Coalition, along with city, county, and state lawmakers, were all here to take part in the discussion. The presenters asked the lawmakers for funding for several projects, including the construction of a halfway house for troubled youth in Buffalo, the creation of a brand new street workers program, in which ex-cons would serve as anti-violence mentors and respond to shootings, stabbings, and homicides as on-scene mediators. They wanted additional county or state aid for the NFTA to avoid proposed bus fare hikes that would impact low-income riders. And they called for more affordable natural gas and heat help for low-income residents. They want some of the money from the fines collected from absentee landlords to be used to bring city houses up to code. The politicians who were here all pledged to work with these community groups on these specific requests, and all of them who were here this evening said they would support extending the millionaire's tax.
There's, a potential way to increase revenue, and I think it's a fair way to increase revenue. It's just asking that people pay their fair share, and I think if that becomes a reality, then we could fund some of these deserving programs.
I'm going to do a resolution. I have supported a Majority Leader Maria White to make sure we do a resolution, ask the county executive to now release the money for the NFTA, so that these citizens don't have a rate increase, but also put some money in HEAP where we can have more people applying for HEAP and more people getting the benefits from it.
Now, you heard Betty Jean Grant just now refer to county funding. She's talking about the $80 million dollar surplus that the county currently has. Now, the county has to keep $52 million in its surplus by law, but the remainder, she says, could be worked with on some of these initiatives. Of course, these are all just ideas at this point, and the real challenge is going to be actually getting everyone on board and approving the funding. That's something that the lawmakers say they're going to work on in the coming days and weeks. Reporting live from Buffalo, Rachel Kingston, News 4 at 6.